Shana Tova, everyone. It is so good to see you guys and to be together to unpack our High Holy Days mini school kits. I am so excited to see so many of you here to join us. I have my kit here. Do you have yours? If you don't, that's okay. We're going to go through all of the parts, but I see Katie has hers and Danny has hers. Oh, Emery has hers. Rabbi Ann has hers. Annie has hers. I see so many people who have theirs. That's awesome. So we are going to open them and show you all of the different things that are inside of them. I'm so excited to have you all here to join us for this. So we're going to start. Katie, you're going to go first, right?
Yeah. Okay. So everybody look in your bag. And I want you to find the baggie that looks like this. It's probably like the thinnest bag you have. It has a pink instruction sheet, probably facing outward. It says on it, Shrinky Dink MEZUZAH. Can everyone find it? Awesome. Great. I see a lot of them. Okay, go ahead and open it up. This is the fun part. Okay, be careful because actually, let's go for those first. There's two, you should have two sets of little Velcro dots in here. They're really tiny, but they're in this big bag, so let's make sure we don't lose them when we open it up. Does everybody see the Velcro dots? Yeah, okay, so put them aside somewhere safe. You're gonna use these to put your mezuzah up when we get there, when we get to that point. This pink sheet of paper here gives you the step-by-step instructions on how to make a shrinky dink. Who's made a shrinky dink before? Some of us have, some of us haven't. Shrinky dinks are so cool because, okay, now I want you to find this piece of paper or paper, it's like plastic, kind of maybe see-through, maybe not. Some of you have see-through paper, some of you don't. This is shrinky dink material. It's pretty cool. What you're gonna do with this, if you've never made a shrinky dink before, is you're gonna take this and you're going to take your stencil mezuzah. Everybody find your stencil mezuzah. It's this piece of paper that just has a mezuzah on it. Okay, and you're gonna put the shrinky dink paper over it and you're gonna trace a mezuzah, and you can add and decorate and make it so cute and all your own. Okay, okay. Yes, Rabbi Phyllis?
Hey, Katie, which side of the shrinky dink paper do I draw on?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It doesn't matter. You know, like feel your shrinky dink. You know, one side might be a little more matte, like a little rougher. Yeah, and the other side scratchier. And the other side is like pretty shiny. But you're going to use Sharpies, so it doesn't really matter. Either side is going to be fine. Your Sharpies will stick to either side of these. But make sure, I mean, I guess you could do both sides if you wanted to do both sides. You could. I was gonna say stick to one side, but you could totally do both sides. So you're gonna decorate your mezuzah, okay? And then you are going to take this with an adult's help after you've Sharpied it all up, after you've made it your own, right? You've totally decorated and created your mezuzah. You're with an adult's help, you're going to take this and you're gonna put it in the oven. You're going to preheat the oven to about 350 degrees. It should go on like a tray with aluminum foil. Have an adult help you out with this part. And in about like a few minutes or so, it's gonna shrink down to 3 times this, or 3 times like smaller the size of this. A third of this. That's what I'm looking for. A third of this. So it's gonna be pretty tiny.
Hey, what if I don't have an adult to help me?
Wait until you have an adult to help you.
Okay.
Yeah, ovens can get really hot. I did skip a step. If you would like to, you can cut out your mezuzah before you put it into the oven, just so it has that shape. You're gonna put it in the oven, and then with the adult's help, you're gonna pull it out of the oven, and it will be pretty small. Yes, Rabbi Phyllis?
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell us where we're going to put it. So I didn't mean to raise my hand. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so then you're gonna wait for it to cool. Don't touch it, wait for it to cool. You're gonna take these fun little Velcro dots. They just glue, they're like glue dots. You're gonna pull them off and you're gonna stick them to your mezuzah, and then you're gonna put it on your computer.
Why?
Anybody have any idea why we're gonna put it on our like laptops?
Why? Why would we do that? My laptop is like where I do my work.
where we do our work, but it's also where we're going to be celebrating the high holidays this year. We're going to do a couple of things to get our laptops kind of like in the mode for the high holidays this year. So this is one of them. Yes.
Would you say that our laptop is kind of our doorway to the synagogue this year?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
What?
I would.
And on our doorway, we put a mezuzah.
Yes. Exactly.
So we're going to make our space a little extra holy this year.
Yeah.
I love that. Thanks, Katie.
So any questions about that project, that Shrinky Dink project?
Katie, if we wanted to watch a video, will there be a video?
There will be. So if you look at the bottom of the pink little sheet thing, it says there's a link to our Shalom School TikTok page. Hey, but the TikTok video for the mezuzah isn't quite up yet. But if you wanted to watch that or duet it or, you know, just check it out, it'll be up in the next few days. But yeah. Okay. Danny, do you want to share what's next? We can go through the next part of the box.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up, I want you guys to find this big packet that should be in your bin. It's a big white, yeah, it's as big as my face, bigger than my face. It's big. It's our big activity booklet. So if you guys want to open it up and flip through it, this is filled with all sorts of fun little activities. There's a word search in there. There's stories that you can read together as a family. There's a recipe for challah. There's some fun facts about the holidays. There's all these little fun things kind of scattered throughout. So I'll let you guys look through that on your own, but it's a lot of fun. It's going to be great. Even some conversation starters at the very end. It's family fun for everyone. It's going to be great. Yes, Rabbi.
What if I want to color? If I want to color it.
I was going to talk about coloring the front cover.
Oh, yes, I was going to ask about
color them.
Yes,
Color
and I
cover.
feel like, Danny, we could actually do this before Rosh Hashanah, but we also, this might be something to do during services on Rosh Hashanah, maybe when like some of the parents are in some of the grown-up services and you might be joining them and hanging out around that. You could use your activity book for that, or there's lots of other things you could use it for even when it's not during services.
Well, but also, I love the fact that inside the book, there's stuff about food because I happen to really love food.
Rabbi Am is the Shalom foodie, so yeah.
Oh, I love the food. And you know, you may think about the apples and honey, totally an important food for the high holy days, but have you ever thought about dates and carrots and pomegranates and, well, fish heads? I'm not sure if you really want a fish head these days, but there is this old tradition of having a fish head on the high holy days because it's the head of the new year. And so I love the food part personally.
I'm all about trying new and exciting things, Rabbi.
Even the fish heads,
But
huh?
yes, speaking of food, the next up is a recipe for apple and honey pizza. It's going to be amazing. And next week, this coming Wednesday, September 16th at 4:30, we're going to do a cooking demonstration so you guys can cook with us, and it is going to be amazing and delicious, and I can't wait. So there we go. And as we'll keep mentioning, all of this information is on the website with the links and times and dates and all that jazz. So with that, Rabbi Ann, what's up next?
Well, one of my favorite traditions for the high holy days for Rosh Hashanah is Tashlich. Anybody remember what Tashlich is? Anyone know?
No, Rabbi, why don't you remind us?
Well, Annie remembers what Tashlich is.
Annie remembers?
She's eating her dinner like I am.
I was going to say, you want to tell us?
It's like throwing bread in your water. Throwing bread in the
bread?
water. Isn't that like the things that you're sorry for?
Yeah, Annie, you got it all. So a tashlich is when we throw bread into the water, and the bread symbolizes the things that we are sorry for and that we want to get rid of and we don't want to have in the next year. The next year's 5781. We don't want to take it with us, so we throw it into the water. So this year, You can still absolutely take bread and throw it in the water and do tashlich that way, but you can also do it a new way. If you pull out the bag that has the blue card in it and the rocks, so this is the tashlich rocks. And what you do is you have a bunch of rocks. Please don't throw them at other people, I'm just saying. You've got a bunch of rocks. Some of them are quartz. Some of them are quartz, and they are white, and they have little sparkly bits. And some of them are sandstone or river rocks. And those tend to be darker and not as sparkly. Every now and then there's a sparkly one, and they're different colors. They're brown and they're maroon. All of them are weirdly colored on mine because my thing is yellow, and they're blue. But they're these different colors. And what you'll do is you will write something on the river rock. You have markers in your bag, by the way. You've got Sharpies, permanent markers, and you've got Crayolas, washable markers. You take one of the washable markers and you write something on there. You write something on that rock. Think about something that you've done over the past year that wasn't your best moment. Maybe you weren't nice to your sibling, or maybe you didn't help your parents, or maybe you weren't as nice to your teachers as you could have been, or maybe there was a time where you were really impatient or really stubborn or really just exactly, Danny, just like that. You know, we all are human, and so it's okay that we're not always at our best, but we're always trying to get a little bit better. And so we write one of those things on there. Or if the rock is too small, or if the earth you're writing is only, you could draw a picture. Or my favorite, you choose a color that represents it. A color. Let's say I think to myself that when I'm really stubborn, what's a good color for stubborn? Who wants to give me a good color for stubborn? Is that kind of a magenta that I see there? All righty, I will take magenta as the color for stubborn. So maybe I draw some magenta on there to remind me, ooh, that's the stubborn color. Ooh, Lexi says red. Maybe I put some red on there for all the times I get angry. What other colors could we put on for the colors? Ooh, there's a lot of chat going on. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, dark purple. Oh, Rabbi Phyllis, dark purple for us. Orange and yellow. So whatever color makes you feel like it's that, I see that red over there. Whatever color makes you feel like it's one of those bad emotions for you, put that color on there. And then here's the coolest part. You're putting it in waterproof marker. You're going to put it in water. And you know what's going to happen? It's all just going to float away. It'll all float away and wash away so that 5781 can start with a clean slate. It's kind of cool. But then you take the fun little quartz and the sparkly quartz, and you take one of the permanent markers and you think about something that you're really proud of. Maybe something that you're really proud of who you are or what you've done. There's a fly wandering around my house. Can somebody come up with something that they're really proud of themselves for this past year, something you did really well? Maybe you were really nice to someone. Maybe you got a really good grade in a class that you worked really hard at, and it was hard for you to get there. I think you may have to unmute yourself, but I did ask you to unmute, but you can unmute yourself and share with us something that you have been
learning how to ride my bike.
Who learned how to ride their bike? Jordan, you learned how to ride your bike this year? That's awesome. That's a great one.
On July 4th.
Excellent.
I
Jordan Greenspan.
It's
so funny. Jordan Greenspan and Jordan Marks were both trying to give their answers at the same time. Jordan, what do you want to say? What is something you're really proud of yourself?
Staying safe at camp.
Staying safe at camp. I love that. Staying safe. Anyone else want to say something they were really proud of themselves for doing? What about something that about yourself that you're really proud of? Like, I'm really proud of the fact that I am really caring to my friends. I'm really proud of that fact, that I am a caring person. Ooh, somebody said fixing their mistakes after making them. I love that. You should be very proud of that. That is really awesome. Self-improvement, heck yeah. So you take a permanent marker and you write one of those on here. Again, you could choose a color to represent it if the rock's really small. You could draw a picture, or you could write just one word. Fixing would be a good word for someone, for the message that I got. Or camping, going camping for the first time. I love that, camping. And you also write on this rock the year, 5781, the year that's going to be. And then you keep this rock. You keep it, maybe by your nightstand, maybe by your desk, and remind yourself of how awesome you are. You keep it for the whole year, and next year, maybe we'll do it again, and you'll have a rock for 5782, and 5783, and 5784, and you'll just have all of your happy rocks. I love that project.
Wait, Rabbi Ann, when should I do this?
Oh, that's a great question, Rabbi Phyllis. So traditionally, we do Tashlich on Rosh Hashanah, or the day right after, like right around Rosh Hashanah, but you could do it anytime you want in preparation for Rosh Hashanah as well, whatever you like. Oh, and if you'd like to watch my TikTok video on it, I'm very proud of myself for making a TikTok video, although really Katie made it. I just, you know, I got to give her all the credit for that. I believe now Rabbi Phyllis is going to tell us one of the things that she likes in the bag.
I'm so excited. I have the last thing, and that is the last bag, and it's the one with the paint in it. So this is the kind of messy project, but it's super awesome because, you know, we already made a mezuzah now for our laptops, but on the High Holy Days, and whenever we go to services and we use to tefillah, and we use our computers, our laptops for this thing that's maybe not the same as what we do when we're using it for school, we like to think of ways to make it feel more holy. And so inside of this bag is a placemat that looks like this. It's plain and blank, but we are going to make something really beautiful out of this, and we're going to have to do this one in advance of using it because you don't want to get paint on your computer. So you're going to take this this piece of cloth, which is a placemat, and you're going to put it down on a piece of newspaper or something that won't get painty. And you're going to take the paper plate that's inside, and you're going to squeeze the paint that you have. I have orange paint. You're going to squeeze the paint onto the plate. I'm not doing that right now. And then, this is cool, you're going to take an apple. You're going to cut the apple in half. I like it when you cut the apple in half the middle way, the horizontal way, because it makes a star. And I actually told that story recently. I think there's a link to it. Isn't that right, Katie? Yes. And yes. And I like it, but you can cut it either way you want. And then you're going to take the cut apple half, and you're going to dip it in the paint, and you're going to stamp it onto your placemat. Now, this could be a cool way for every member of your family to take a turn, taking a piece of the apple and stamping it on, and everybody gets to have it. And you could even take it after it dries and take a Sharpie and have each person decorate their little apple. Or every member of your family could take their thumb or their finger and put it into the paint, and also put a fingerprint on the placemat to remember this 1 year, 5781, when we did this. I hope it's only 1 year. And you can write Shana Tova. You could write Shofar So Good, like my shirt says. You could write Happy New Year. You could write anything you want to decorate your placemat. And after it dries, you can put it down on the coffee table or the dining room table or wherever it is that you're going to celebrate Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur with your family, and you can put your computer right on top of it. So you've created a holy and beautiful placemat to make a holy and beautiful space for your family to celebrate Rosh Hashanah. And we hope there's also a video of this one on our TikTok account, and Katie put that in their chat. It's also on the instructions that go with each one of these. And you can listen to my story because there's a QR code for that. Thank you, Katie, for reminding me of that. See, it's right there. And we hope that you'll send us pictures of your projects and that you're going to have fun joining with us. Now, we also have some activities that go along with some of these. Some of these are for you to do on your own. We're going to do a cook along for this, like we said. We're going to do a scavenger hunt. We're going to do a story time. We're going to have a family session on Sunday where we're just going to talk about some ways to make new or old family traditions for the High Holy Days. You can already call them old traditions, even if you want to do them for the first time. And we know that there are so many ways that we're going to celebrate the High Holy Days together. We're so excited to have the next week and a half to get ready for Rosh Hashanah, and then the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur for us to celebrate together. We're so excited to be with you for the family service, and there's so many different ways that we're able to be together. Someone asked in the chat how to send us pictures. You can email us those pictures. We'd love to see what you're doing. Or if you want to reply to Katie's TikToks, you can make your own videos. If you're one of those people who like TikTok, I'm still learning my way around TikTok.
You could duet it. You could do it side by side.
Side by side, like I would do it while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, Katie, are you gonna put up a video on how to do TikTok?
I can walk you through it if you have any questions.
Some of us are not as cool, but some of us are very cool, and we can all learn how to do things like TikTok because it's a new year and we can learn new things. I am very excited. So thank you guys for joining us today for this really, oh wait, I forgot one thing. I dropped my bag. Sorry, here I am. What am I going to do with this bag at the other end? Well, I'm so excited that you asked. I knew you were going to ask because we have these bags. And we thought these would be perfect bags for you to put some of your groceries in. And there's even a list inside your activity book of the things that the Ark needs. The Ark is a very special food pantry, and they collect all of these foods and things. And you could collect some special non-perishable foods in your house and fill up your bag and bring it back to the synagogue to help donate for our High Holy Days food drive. So even the bag is special for this year's High Holy Days. We're pretty excited about that.